Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Green Hell with the Gazbeard at Camp Omega. Busy sorting out our inventory after that rather disastrous fight in the last episode, so that we can get on with the story mode. Right, let's see what we can get up to. At least get them on under the shelter. They're not heavy, 0.4 of a kilo. No, across. There we go. We'll leave them there, we can cook them up later. Yeah, more of them are done. Just check, we don't need proteins, it's fats that we need. So let's eat that nut. These we've got 3 hours left. We need to get these into soups. So that's water clean. So we put that into there. Put that into there. That's mushroom soup. We'll drink that. Put that into there. Where's that water pickup point gone? We've lost our water pickup point. Yeah, that's a shame. Oh well. Right, can we get that into there now? Yeah, we can. We need to fill up the fire. We have no sticks on us. There's a bunch of them across here. Nothing we can do with that. It actually looks quite red down inside there, almost as if there's a bunch of feathers in there. Right, that'll do enough to top up the fire. One more. One more fat one or a couple of thin ones. Actually, I've got to do some of the daily tidy up here anyway, so that's full, that's full, that's full, and that's full. Right, okay. Get rid of these few, and then we'll be about ready to start what we've got to do next. Oh, one thing to check. Yeah, we have got those tobacco leaves there. Now, we actually need more coconut shells desperately, because we need more coconut bowls. But I can't see anywhere around here where there's any coconut trees. Absolutely nowhere, look. They're all the broadleaf trees. There's no palm trees at all except these little ones. This is a bit of a pain. We desperately need more coconuts. We may have to go off to another part of the jungle to find them, which may mean going all the way back up through that area that we climbed down and went through the underwater caves, because we don't have any way of going on further from here until something happens. So I guess what we really need to do now is try and progress the story mode. We've got the energy to clear this tent. Let's see what we can find out in here. Let's look around for anything that we have to interact with. Yes, lovely, thank you. Can we have that again? Ah, marvellous. Right, right. Required item, 1 infected blood sample. Please insert test tube. Okay. So where are we going to find that? Loads of test tubes lying around. Can't interact with that. Oh, audio recorder.
Dr. Smith, report number 27. Observations on Guanabana. A small tree in the Annonaceae family. Yellow and green heart-shaped flowers. Oval fruits, up to 12 inches long, weighing on average 2.2 pounds. Covered in dark green skin with soft prickles. White creamy flesh with black seeds. Distinctive characteristics, very tasty. I've collected samples of fruits, leaves, and bark. As with many other species, the natives use the Guanabana fruit to make anti-parasite brews. I must repeat some tests to be sure, but so far, the evidence for antiviral, antibacterial, and even antidepressant properties is very promising. I'm not sure if I should get our hopes up, but some of the plant's substances can even destroy cancer cells. I want to keep my professional cool, but for the first time, I feel that we are actually close to discovering what we're looking for. Out of all the potential samples studied so far, I recommend conducting a thorough analysis on Guanabana first. End of report.
I wonder if that's the small round green fruit that we find. It's not the long green fruit that we find, because that's the Monstera plant, not the Guanabana.
Dr. Smith,
oops.
Report number 27. Observations on Guanabana. A small tree in the Annonaceae family. Yellow and green heart-shaped flowers. Oval fruits, up to 12 inches long, weighing on average 2.2 pounds. Covered in dark green skin with soft prickles. White creamy flesh with black seeds. Distinctive characteristics, very tasty. I've collected samples of fruits, leaves, and bark. As with many other species, the natives use the Guanabana fruit to make anti-parasite brews.
Here we go.
I must repeat some tests to be sure, but so far, the evidence for antiviral, antibacterial...
Okay, so this goes here. Now I just need the right sample.
Insert test sample. So that's something to test against the infected blood. And we're looking for a cure for something that has infected a lot of people. Oh, there's another audio recorder. Let's have that.
Dr. Smith, report number 26. Observations on Quassia amara. A shrub from the Samarubaceae family with compound inflorescence and small, long, intensely red leaves. Distinctive characteristics: its flower contains chemical compounds, quassin among others, which make this shrub one of the most bitter plants in the world. The natives use it to make a brew for fevers and pain. Unfortunately, aside from this usage, I haven't found evidence of any other medicinal properties. Apart from its terrible taste, the plant doesn't have any other distinguishable features. Of course, a sample along with full biochemical analysis will be included in the nearest transport. End of report.
Okay, we knew that. Oh, a letter to Philip Smith from Field Projects Department. We remind you of the obligation to examine every unknown species of local fauna and flora. In the last transport, we only received a handful of samples of flora. So far, only 3% of the species present in this jungle have been tested for their feasibility. We expect you to increase the number of packages sent. The procedure remains unchanged. Collect 2 samples of each specimen. The first one is to be examined on... This is the same message we had at the mine. Okay. Oops. Q to exit. Right, now, what have we got on the bench here? So they've tested a tortoise. We've got something green and ugh over there. Something obviously gone bad. There's... that looks like the snails. Unknown snails. They've got a yellow and green parrot. No idea what that is, unless it's part of the tortoise. Might well be. They've got a spider there that looks like the wandering spider. That looks like leeches in the top one. That bottom one looks like... I don't know, it's hard to say. Looks like some sort of fruit or root. Unless it's one of the big spiders, whatever they call them, Goliath spiders. So what have they tested over here? Let's have a look. Unknown, indeterminate, something gone mouldy. No idea what's on that front tray. Can't tell what's here. Right. Anything in here that we can identify? That looks like some sort of dried flower. A01SO6. Again, that looks like some sort of spider. Yeah, that looks like that might be the Goliath spider. Can't make out what that is. Can't get a clear enough view of it to see what it is. So they've tested quite a lot of things. That one says keep frozen. So they've tested a lot of things. All right. I mean, what are we looking to put into here? We're looking to find a cure for something, and they're looking for what keeps the natives immune to a lot of stuff. Now, right back at the beginning, at our initial starter camp, there was all that stuff about the kids and the fact they get a little bit of skin burnt, and then they get some of the toxin from the poison dart frogs inserted under the skin to build up immunity. And it seems that that's the reason that they don't get sick from a lot of stuff. So I think that's got to be our first test. Poison dart frogs can only secrete their poison when they're alive, because it's a glandular reaction to danger. If they're dead, they won't get that glandular reaction. So we need some way to get a living poison dart frog. That means we're going to have lots of antidote on hand. And that's one of the reasons why I want more coconuts, to make more coconut bowls for holding more of different antidotes and stuff. Otherwise it's going to mean massacring the local turtle population to collect a lot of shells. So that's what we're going to have to do in the next episode, I think, is because we've got no access to coconuts, we're going to have to massacre the local turtle population, collect a lot of shells, build up a lot of coconut bowls, not coconut bowls, turtle shells for cooking in, to keep various soups and things available to us. Now, I have seen lying around, love that, thank you guys, I I have seen lying around some Cassia amara plants, which are good for fever, because poisoning usually results in a fever. So let's see if we can find a Cassia amara plant to get some flowers. Oh, there's another one of those monstera fruits there. We need these because of carbs. We're desperate for carbs down here. We can't live off the mushrooms. But speaking of mushrooms, let's just grab these ones. Any nuts off that tree? I thought that was a tribal fire starter, the way that they were so close together and parallel. I was going to say, hang on. Well, there's poison dart frogs running around over there. Okay, so we know where to come and get them. You got any more blue mushrooms? You haven't. That's a shame. Let's just quickly check our fish trap. Discus fish again. Damn it. Okay, so there's another one of those white mushrooms for making a mushroom soup. There's a bunch of mushrooms here. Let's just check our stats. Oops, wrong. Yeah, we could do with eating them. These ones only give us carbs, they don't give us anything else, so might as well eat them straight off. And we saw poison dart frogs over there. Now, there was a Cassia amara bush living here, which appears to have disappeared. Now that we've figured out that we need it. No nuts here. I've got to find the Cassia amaras because we need the fever antidotes. We also need to find tobacco plants because we're going to need tobacco antidotes, the tobacco poison antidotes in both dressings and soups. We've got 2 tobacco leaves on the table, but that may not be enough. We're going to have to find another tobacco plant, which means we might have to plant it because we've got a dried tobacco flower. But how long does it take to grow? And what do we need to make the planting beds now that the planting and farming update has been released? It was released yesterday. I've not had a chance to play with it. So anyway, I'm drifting around. We're getting deep into a long episode here. Let me get back, get into a save position, and then we'll pick this up in another episode. Or the next episode. Oh, jump. Come on, get over there. Hold on. He's getting tired. He needs to sleep. We'll drop that fruit here. We're going to definitely need to get a mud maker on the go to let us do all... And the fire's gone out. Marvellous. Right, I'll have them there. These are energy mushrooms, we'll put them down there. We should have about a day left on them. We have just under a day. These have got just over a day. Right, we've still got a lava for the fish trap. We've got maggots for the fish trap. We can always put orange mushrooms in there as well. We've got a triggered trap here that's got a cane toad in it. Take the cane toad, rearm the trap. Tobacco, hooray! Let's have that while we can see it. So at least we've got the tobacco for making our anti-poison brew. There, get up. Another cane toad. My god. Oh, rearm the trap. Another cane toad. Rearm the trap. And another cane toad. Wow. These traps are doing good on keeping us supplied with food, even though it's not the best of foods. And hang on, what's been on the table here? And our birds are despawning. We really must get them cooked. So I guess harvest that. Harvest that. No space in backpack. So feathers were dropping somewhere. Right, we've got a load of feathers there. Let's get rid of all the feathers. The only thing we use them for is making arrows. So as long as we're getting lots of dead bird bodies to get more feathers when we need them, I'm not worried about these despawning. We need space in the backpack though. Let's harvest that. What I am bothered about is the fact that it always makes you look up after you've done your harvesting. So you can't continue looking at what you were looking at on the ground. It's really annoying. And it's one of those things that gets annoying from minute one. Tobacco flowers, dried tobacco. So there's tobacco flowers not dried. There's tobacco flowers dried. You need to use dried flowers to plant them. We're going to need to sleep very, very quickly. Tobacco leaf, take. I think first harvest the cane toad. Harvest the cane toad. Harvest the cane toad. Now we take the tobacco leaves. Come around here. We've only got 2 hooks. We've got a lot of meat to dry. Rattlesnake meat. Eat. Check our stats. Yeah, we need lots of protein. Mouse meat dried. Eat. That's tortoise meat. Peacock bass. Eat. Yeah, right. So let's... Right, macaw meat, macaw meat, macaw meat, cane toad, and that's cane toad. So if we take that tortoise meat, put the cane toad there, tortoise meat, we don't know its effect, dried, peacock bass, we'll put that there. Right, so we'll let them get all dried up. Can we dry one of them? No. Okay. It's worth a try. We can dry those tobacco flowers though, for getting seeds. We need to put those tobacco leaves on the table with the rest of the tobacco leaves. That gives us 4 sets of tobacco leaves for making anti-poison soups or anti-poison dressings. Move these feathers along with the rest of them. And then we'll get a night's sleep. And that'll be the end of the episode. I'll have to start a new one. Because we're going to have to make farming boxes. Which which means I'm going to need to move all of them sticks out of there. Clear up this area for putting down growing trays, and so look. Oh, we need a drink. We're crashing hard on drinks, so drink that, drink that, drink that. That's a mushroom soup. Oh, that was a blue mushroom soup by the look of it. So that was a standard mushroom soup. Yeah, just fats. Yeah, we don't have anything for fats. We'll have to get that in the morning. Right, I'm going to put him to sleep. Get a bit of a sleep. Do a bit of tidying up around here, ready and collecting logs and stuff for making planters. I'll see you in the morning. I'm Gazbeard. This is Green Hell. We're at Camp Omega. We're still trying to get everything set up for progressing the story mode on. We've read the bits of lore. We now know that what we have to do is test something to find the cure, and hopefully that will then release us up to get on with the next step of the journey. But in order to be able to get the next step of the journey, we need to get various things done. We need to create a mud maker, because I think we've got to do something with metal armor or metal weapons because of all the empty cans lying around. It's kind of hinting that that's what we need. We need to get the grow boxes done, probably to grow more tobacco, possibly to grow more carbohydrate providing fruits and vegetables, because this area is very devoid of carbohydrates. And then we'll need to get on with things. So from me, thanks very much for being here. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the morning in the next episode. Once we've had a bit of a sleep, we'll just do a save our progress. There we go. So I'll see you soon. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now.